Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that will help to move the videos around YouTube. I'll do a reading for this period now for you. Okay, let's see what we've got for you. We've got third house for you. We've got Scorpio for your person and Mercury retrograde. So Scorpio, that's Scorpio full moon, I think, is going to have a bit of an effect specifically on your person. We've got Venus. So all is not lost. There is love there. We've got Capricorn coming up as well. This one wants to come out. 12th house. Okay. As I said, things will come up. 12th house always deals with what's going on in the unconscious, which rules the majority of our life. So a lot of things are going to come up with that. We've also got water element sensing, which is time to just do a bit of navel gazing and preparation. That comes up with this card. Let's get some goddess energy. We've got Sekhmet for you. Got Sikh for your person. Damara is part of the situation. And then we've got Coventina. And we've got Isis. Bottom of the goddess deck is Astara, fertility. That's a lovely card if you're wanting to start a family or any kind of new project, or you're just starting your journey with your person. Efficiency coming up. I think that may be efficiency with certainly with communication. Let's get a Moonology card. New moon in Cancer, so that's the energy. And then we've got new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. So there will be a lunar eclipse, and that's on the 26th of May. So that's coming up. So that may be relevant for that time. But whatever is being seeded for that is probably going to happen now, or during the course of this upcoming month. Okay, so let's see here. We've got for you, Sekhmet, be strong, and then we've got third house. So third house is everything to do with communication. So obviously between you and your person, there are some things that need to be said or talked about or discussed. Plans, inner feelings, articulating processes or deep-held programming, fears, anything really that needs to come up. Whatever comes up needs to be expressed. So the third house covers, as I said, everything to do with communication. So I think you're needing to be brave with this as well. Perhaps, your person is going through some shifts and changes and releasing here, and you may have things that need to be said between you, or you may just have to wait it out until they are ready to express. So the third house deals with all forms of communication. So this is written, verbal, electronic, and it can even be body language. It's also to do with contracts and documents of all kinds. All right. So whatever is your situation, just apply it to however, the contracts and documents may be coming in. Whether it's for you personally, perhaps you're waiting for something, or it's to do with you as a couple. It could be related to a number of things. So just see how that comes in. It can also be, as I said, expression of things. Third house is all forms of communication, but it's also learning. It's also understanding, research, electronic devices, and like the internet and all that comes up with the third house. So you could be researching things, you could be talking about things together and working on a plan, something that you want to do together. It can also be discussions with other people. So this can be specifically for you, or maybe if you're a couple, if you're married and you've been married for some time, then this will apply to both of you, but specifically you. So it's communications with others, specifically general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and also neighbors may come up as well. So just take it as it resonates. But it can also be that you may be hearing news, or that you may be waiting for news, and this could be news from your person. You may be waiting for them to initiate or talk to you about something, or to move this forward, this relationship forward, whatever it may be. And but it's saying that be very careful with your communication. Also hearing things, be sort of take the high road when it comes to hearing things about your person or about other situations like gossip and third-hand news and so on. So take the high road always, and be immaculate with your communications at this time with the third house, because you've also got Mercury retrograde, which will cause some miscommunications or misinterpretations and so on. So just be careful. We'll get to that. So immaculate communications, that is what is needed from you at this time. With Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So I feel there may be talks about or discussions with your person, whether it's plans that you have, or the relationship, or whatever it may be. There's communication going on, and saying be strong. So you're going to need your courage. You've got your lions there, so you're going to be needing your courage. But this is about having a very strong stance, and this can be physically in your body, but also from your demeanor. And this can be weathering a storm, but it can also be having courage to speak up about something, or to discuss something, or to initiate something. But it can also be about holding fast to a vision or a dream that you have. And I think you're going to have to do that, because you've got Mercury retrograde. This may very well be a delay of some sort. So you may be waiting for something from your person, but they're going to be in a quiet phase. So don't expect necessarily the answers or a specific outcome. So be strong, hold your peace, hold your strength. This is about having a victorious mindset. This is about having a vision of success. So positive thoughts, positive words, and if you can't think of anything necessarily positive to say, then rather just remove yourself from the conversation, or change the subject, or whatever the case may be. So be immaculate with your communication. And I feel with the efficiency here, that's more or less what it's pointing at. Be careful with what you say, what you articulate. Choose your words with care. And if you just have to hold your peace, then do that. And wait for the energies to shift. So now for your person, they've got Sikh quiet time, and they've got Scorpio I transform. So with the Scorpio energy, this is this can be an internal power struggle that they may be going through, or it may be manifesting externally. So they could be on the receiving end of that, or it could be power struggles between you. But I feel it may be internal, that things are coming up that they have to deal with, or they could just be seeing things. Now, if you are already in a relationship, sort of moving towards an established one, or you are in an established one, then this can be, the Scorpio energy can be sorting out the nuts and bolts of the relationship. How is it going to come together? Or how is it working together? And how can that be improved? Finances may be coming up. Also regeneration and renewal. So they may be going through a regenerative phase, where they may be just going quiet to regenerate their energy. And we've got the water element sensing card. I'll get to that. So that is going to bring that in. So this is about looking internally. This is internal processing, sort of cycle changes, or endings of things and the beginnings of something else. So there's transformation, whether it's purely internal, or they're changing things around their environment. However it may be, this can manifest as purely internal processing, or it could be that they are, you are getting involved in that in some way, shape or form, but I do feel it's more internal from them. They may be coming up or maybe speaking about things or articulating things during the, as I said, during the full moon phase, because the full moon is a culmination. It's things come to a head. It's the results, but it can also be about forgiveness, and it can also be about gratitude. So whatever category you fall into, but this is about transforming. So they are transforming something in their life. It can be purely physical, as in a regeneration and a renewal. It can be the sexuality. Perhaps they're going through a change, a physical change where they are gathering their energy. They're just going through a regeneration. But it can also be a regeneration and renewal of their outlook, or their finances, or some aspect of their life which has been in place for a long time. So the ending of something and the beginning of something new, some sort of cycle shift as well. But it can also, as I said, be quite an intense period. This is about overcoming and finding solutions and so on. Now they're going to need to go inward. So seek quiet time, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate and contemplate. So this is what they're going to be going through. They're going to need this time. So give them the space that they need. This is what they're going to be going through. So they more than likely will pull back in some way. And that is an opportunity then for you to get on and do other things for yourself or whatever needs to be done. But they're going to be needing to go through a phase of working things out for themselves and sorting things out. But as I said, they may have to express a few things as well. They may be expressing a few fears, insecurities and so on. Or they could just be changing things in their world internally or externally. Now we've also got water element. So this is sensing. So water element is all about, it's a grand trine energy, but it's the water element. So this is all about emotions, instincts and intuition. And there's no logic that can come in. So I do feel this is probably applying to them, but you may have to really use your senses to tap in. So this is, I feel, applying to them where they are going to pull back. This is about it's almost like self-preservation. They just pull back because they need to regenerate their energy. They need to gather their resources, take some time out just to rest and dream and plan things. It's a contemplative period. It's also very good for tapping into imagination, inspiration, and the universe in general. So it's about tapping into that greater realm, and it's the emotional realm, and logic doesn't feature there. So they're going to have to go with their instincts and their intuitions while this energy is in play. It can also be that they may be in quite a sort of a quiet phase, as I said, so they may come across as withdrawn or even sympathetic or compassionate or just quiet. And then other people sometimes can come in and take advantage. So they will need to, or even if it's applying to you, a few boundary checks need to be put into place so that they don't get taken advantage of during this quiet phase. If there is any drama going on, they may need just to let that flow past them. And just pull back and just let things ride at this time, because they simply won't have the energy. There will be low energy during this period, but that's because they're preparing, they're pausing because there's things that need to be processed, and then they will come forward later on once the energies have shifted again. So it's a great period of replenishment. Internally and also externally, there's resources and their time and their energy, but their energy will be low during this period. But it's a very good period for artistic things, creative things, reading, dreaming, planning, but thinking things through. It's a contemplative period. Now we've got here, as part of this current situation, we've got Damara guiding children, and then we've got Mercury retrograde reinvention. So I did say that the Mercury retrograde energy is here, and that Mercury is the ruler of the third house. So this may apply to you, or it could be that, you know, that, as I said, just be immaculate with your communications at this time. Be fastidious about what you're doing. With if you've got children may be featuring at this time. There may be a focal point in some way. Perhaps you are just going to be spending more time with them while your person is withdrawn, or however it relates. But it can also be about your inner child, or your person's inner child. They they may be grappling with things from their childhood or issues from the past that are coming up now, and they are dealing with that. So this can be about inner child, but it can also be about dealing with your own children, or one or either if you've got children or other children around you at this time. So you are good at helping, counseling, and helping and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So however, whatever form this comes in for you, take it as it resonates for you. And, as I said, it could be also just listening to your own inner child, allowing that self-expression, and also to allow the enjoyment in the moment. Children live in the moment. They have joy in the moment, and that's a good place to be, because when you're in the present moment, then you can make a lot of decisions, you can make a lot of progress, and you get out of your own way when you're in the present moment and you're doing creative, fun, and enjoyable activities in the moment, in the present. Then you release yourself from the past and the future, and the universe then can step in and help to manifest whatever it is that you are working on. So you get out of your own way. So this may be coming in, as I say, inner child, or it could be to do with your own children. You may need to spend time with your own children at this time, get involved with them, hands-on, live in the moment with them, listen to them. Whatever changes are going on, they may be affected as well, obviously, with the world the way it is currently. Massive shifts occurring, a lot of things to do with the children, and what is the best environment for them going forward. So, this is about listening to your children and seeing if there's aspects going on with your children and they need hands-on, or they need you to pay attention, then that's what you should be doing. Mercury retrograde reinvention. This energy is that Mercury appears to be going backwards during this energy. All right. Now there will be a Mercury retrograde phase which will come in. That will be sort of 29 May to 22 June. So that is coming up, but this energy is with you now currently, and it's saying that your communications must be very clear during this time. Be careful what you say and what you communicate. Think it through carefully. Review any documents, contract very carefully, because mistakes can be missed, things can be overlooked or misunderstood or misinterpreted, as I said. So if you've got an important decision to make, or contracts or documents that you're dealing with, then make sure that they are double-checked, triple-checked. And if you've got somebody else that you trust to go over it, because they may be able to point out things to you that you didn't see. And so just be very, very careful with this. And, it's also about listening. You may also be misinterpreting somebody. So, communications can get a bit wobbly during this period. Also, electronics can go on the fritz. So back up everything. Phones don't work. Emails get lost. Things like that can happen. But more specifically, it's for you, because you've got third house. This is about communication between people, and maybe between you and your children, or between you and your person, or however the situation may be. And it's saying that, it's a very good time. You don't be launching any major things or any big initiatives during this phase. This is about going back to the drawing board, looking over your plans very, very carefully. And once you do that, it's a time of review. So anything with a re in front of it. So reinvention could be the situation. You could be really listening to your inner child now and coming up with ways to listen to your inner child more, and actually put into place, things that you may have suppressed from your childhood. It could be that, or it could be to do with your own children, however it resonates. But reinvention, renewal, review. Now your person may be going through renewal. Review, so reviewing anything, repeating, anything with a re in front. It could even be relocate for some people. So whatever it is, go over things very carefully, and then come up with a better plan. It's a very good phase for doing that. It's a time of contemplation, to listen very carefully to everything and then come up with a better plan. And you will come up with a better plan on the other side of that. So it could just be while your person is going through this transformative phase, you are busy with other things and you're just waiting for this communication. It can cause delays, the Mercury retrograde. If you're traveling and with the third house, it's possible that you may be taking journeys of some sort. This can involve cars, maps, things like that. So some sort of journey may be coming up. travel of some sort, and this could cause a delay. So just see how that resonates for you. With this energy, as I said, it's a very good time to be going over your plans, and then wait until the energies have shifted, and then you can put them into place. But if you simply cannot wait, if something is really, really urgent, then double check it, triple check it, get somebody else to go over it again if need be. It can also be that during this phase, somebody from the past, it's a person or a situation, could pop back in briefly. It could be for a conversation or for a period, or you may just see them somewhere, bump into them, or it's a situation repeats. What it normally does is this person or the situation can pop back into your life to deliver a message of some sort. Now, this could be a conversation, it could be news, or it could be information, or it could be closure in some ways. Or it could just be some valuable soundbite, or something that they mention and that it rings a bell for you. So, it's normally a very productive conversation that takes place, or a meeting, or whatever it may be, and it's very helpful. So welcome it on board, but use this period as get out your magnifying glass and just go over everything again, and make sure that that you've refined whatever it is that you were working on, and refined your communications as well. It could very well be directly involving your children. So now we have also got, with this energy, you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So there is some sort of energy to do with the home, family, domestic issues, family issues, anything like that can be coming in under this energy. Now, it's a new moon in Cancer. Cancer is always about family, home, and home-related things, domestic issues. New moon is always a new start of some sort, a kind of a clean slate. So there could be something new that you're trying. Perhaps you're homeschooling your children now, there's rearrangements to be made. So, but it's saying that you and your loved ones are safe. So this is about nurturing. So you need to nurture at this time yourself and your children, if that is the case, or just for yourself. But it can also be family related, extended family. Because you've got third house, there could be family involved. So you and your loved ones are safe. Do all you can to nurture, to it's a health and a diet and a well-being thing as well, nurturing from that, cooking, looking after your family, all of those things come in. But it's also an emotional connection. It's also about birthing. This may come in for you, to do with birthing, whether it's an idea or a new situation within your home life, or whether it's physical birthing. But it's always about family related issues. It can also be that it's related, the moon is ruling this, but the moon rules Cancer anyway. So it's about the emotional life. It's about habits. It's about emotional life and the cycles of that. And one or either of you may be just going through periods where you need to retreat and withdraw. Now, this obviously is going to be for your person because they've already got that, but you may also need to do it periodically, or your children may need to do this, just to pull back into the shell, to recenter, to reprocess, and just go over things, to come back to a strong base. The Cancer energy is very resilient, very resourceful energy. So it's about that comes in. But it's saying that, you and your loved ones are safe. So don't put energy into worry. Avoid that. Rather put your energy into the nurturing and the caring and the dealing with family issues, anything that comes up. And put your energy into that rather than the worry and the concern. Deal with whatever comes up and sort it out. But there's some sort of new start related here. Now, we have also got, for the sort of advice section, we've got Coventina purification and we've got Venus love. So this can be a very physical manifestation of purification. It is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. So because you've got the Venus love card, this can be literally physically removing sugars from your diets or from your home, especially if you've got children, and also for your own health, whatever the situation is, just cut back on all of that, because the Venus can go overboard on sugary things. All right, so that's a very practical, simple thing coming in with this. The other thing is it can be related to the love situation between you and your person. So it's saying that love is here, but there is some sort of detox required, whether this is a detox of ideas, inhibitions, whether it's sexually related, or whether it's your ideals of love, or it could be experiences that one or either of you have had from the past, which is kind of overshadowing what you've currently got in your relationship. So whatever it is, there's some kind of detoxification of body and mind. So the body obviously will be within your home, within your environment, and this can be toxic chemicals, the wrong foods. It can also be like, too much media, screen time, not enough nature time, not enough time in nature. Nature is the ultimate healer and the ultimate protector of life. So you will find all your answers in nature. Even if you take your children and spend lots of time in nature, you will absolutely benefit from that. Remove things from your environment which are triggering, which are not helping, that are causing allergies or upsets or any kind of behavioral issue or physical issue. Clean up your environment, internally and externally. So internally, your health and your diet and your well-being, which has come up with the new moon in Cancer. And the food that you're eating. What food are you eating? Are you eating naturally produced food? Are you growing your own food? Are you eating lots of fresh fruit and vegetables? Things like that, common sense. Look after your body, look after your children, do the very best you can from them, and stay away from all the highly processed and sweet things. Your environment. This could be sort of chemicals in the home. This can be cleaning chemicals, whatever, or too much media, or whatever it may be. So it's a purification of some kind, but it can also be baggage. This can be emotional baggage, beliefs, ideas, things that are no longer serving you or your relationship or your family. So things that need to be changed and let go of, things that need to be released, and gotten rid of and replaced with better, healthier, more wholesome situations. If you are already doing this, then it's saying keep going because it's working. All right. So take it as it resonates for you. But it's a general detox and a cleansing internally, externally, and that applies to you, your person, and your family, your environment. Now, with Venus love here, it's saying that love is here, and this is what you need to be focusing on. Love for yourself, but also love for your person and your family, your environment. And this is, it's all about that beautiful love energy. That's what comes in with this. And it's the romance, all the beautiful things to do with love. So that is number one priority. Make time for that. Make time for that in your relationship, and get rid of all the baggage that you might be carrying from previous relationships, and bring this into your home and into your relationship. Make this a priority. It can also be that this is about maybe some money issues coming in with this, and this could, it can also bring in sort of aspects from the past, whatever it may be. Whatever focus you need to place, make sure that it's a loving focus, and this applies to whoever's in your house and whoever's in your home and so on. It can also be just the love of beautiful things in general, and this can be art, artistic endeavors, activities, artistic activities in general for you and your children, or for you and your person, creative activities, handcrafts, anything to do with the beauty industry, just enjoyment, all of that. So it could just be a really lovely spa day, and that's how you do your detoxification, however it applies for you. But Venus loves all beautiful things, loves refinement, and love in general. So have a look in your environment, within your relationship, within your home, within your family. Where can you bring more love in? Where can you really put the focus on for that? And love, as I said, manifests in lots of ways. It can be art, it can be creativity, it's refinement. It can be sprucing up your environment, actually changing the decor, or just making it more hospitable and bringing fresh flowers, nice candles, or just how can you bring more love into your situation? Get rid of the things that are not working for you and bring more love in. That's the basic situation here. Now we've also got 12th house escape. So with the 12th house, this is connection to the divine in all things. So imagination and inspiration will be very high under this energy. But it can also be about, as I said, things coming up from within the unconscious to be dealt with. And this can be, again, detoxification of things, or things that is kind of like addictions, or anything that is too much in your environment, whether it's food or media, or addictions to drama, or certain people or certain situations, or whatever it may be. Whatever comes up during the 12th house energies needs to be looked at and aired and sorted out. But it's also a wonderful card for healing. So this is saying that with this situation, with the purification and the bringing and the focusing of love in your environment, you have a wonderful opportunity for healing. And there is also the inclination to head towards meditation, retreats, withdrawal, time alone. So this is a big theme here. It's coming in here. So however it comes in for you, a time of just reflection and retreat, and just time to just be, and to connect to the universe in whatever way that is right for you, whatever suits you. But some people, it's a yoga activities, or yoga retreats, or just spending time with your children away somewhere for a little break, or whether it's you retreating inward to connect more with your inner child. So you start doing activities which are more playful and more creative, and so on. It's also about connecting to your dream space, your dreams. Your dream life may be very strong for you and your person, or for your children, connecting to that. And just this is how the divine communicates with you, is through those retreats and with meditations and your spiritual life in general, but also through your dreams. And it can also be that you may have some soulmates around you, or your person is a soulmate, or you have a soulmate coming in, somebody important, somebody that you're bonded to in some way. And you've got past life card coming in here. So whether this is a new person, or whether it's you're realizing this with your existing person, or it could be a friend, somebody coming in who is a soulmate. It could even be, if you're having a child, it could be that your child is your soulmate. Just see how it resonates for you. But there's karmic connections that come in with the 12th house. So these can be anybody in your life. It could be family members, it could be friends, it can be a lover, or a partner, or a child. But these are people that you are joining together with in this lifetime to sort certain things out, or just to initiate things, to work on things together, and so on, or just spend time together. So all of these issues come up, all sorts of karmic things come up under the 12th house. And these are things that you've come on to come into this lifetime to work on. Karmic lessons may come up as well. But there's also the opportunity, as I said, for resolutions and for things to resolve and sometimes end, or to resolve, and then you get the healing and the release from that. So all of these things are possible with the 12th house. It can also be that if you've got children involved, they may, however it is also with the contracts and documents, it's possible that somewhere along the line you may be visiting an institution of some sort. So very strong family focus, or very strong inner child and connection, from a spiritual point of view with your person coming in with the 12th house. But all unconscious things always tend to pop up. And with the Scorpio full moon, I feel that some things will come up to be aired and released and healed. And that can be programming from your past. It can be behaviors that are no longer serving you. And this can be like self-sabotage or self-undoing. That comes in under the 12th house as well. So things that don't work for you, but sometimes you're compelled to keep doing them. We've got, for the sort of potential going forward, we've got Isis past life, and we've got Capricorn IUs. So as I said, this could be a soulmate coming in for you, somebody who's important, who's going to fulfill a role for you, whether it's your person or in some other way. So, but I do feel it may be your person is struggling with something from past life that's echoing back into this lifetime. Now, this could be something they're grappling with. It could be a situation that wasn't resolved or ended badly, or something happened, and it's kind of echoed back. So it's saying that this situation involves your past life memory. So one or either of you, but probably your person, may just be fearing making a change, or fearing going forward in some way, or whatever the situation may be, because it's based on an ancient past life fear. But it's saying that Isis is saying that they mustn't fear this. Whatever needs to be done, they mustn't fear it and not be afraid, because it's a very necessary and important change, and it's just an echo from some long lost time, and that they still must move forward with what needs to be done. But it could also be, as I said, somebody is coming in here who has a strong past life connection to one or either of you, or even to both of you. In some cases, it could be a friend, as I said. But however it resonates for you, there is a strong past life connection coming in here, and I think it's the exploration of that. That's the understanding of that. You may even have memory surfacing, and that is why you have the 12th house. You could have memory surfacing of that past life at this time. With Capricorn, this is about being resourceful and being resilient. But resourceful is about having goals, having ambitions, having a plan. And it's also about building a very strong foundation. So I do feel with everything that's been going on, and once this past life echo is overcome, then you can start building a really, really strong foundation. This is about maturity as well. Maturity, wisdom, understanding, having goals, having, being determined to make it through. But it's building a very strong foundation, and using your resources, using your skills, your resources, your relationship skills, whatever it may be, to bring this, make it a very solid ground on which to build the relationship. The Capricorn is very businesslike, but it's a powerful energy, and you may be meeting powerful people as well. But certainly I feel for the relationship, it's about building a solid foundation, and you want to do that because you've got Venus here, and once you get past some of the 12th house things which may come up, you want to build a solid foundation. That's what you really want to do. And you've got 22, which is the union sign there. It's about union. So we've got expect powerful change. As I said, new moon eclipse, which is coming in for you, and I feel that will come in during the course of this, and but it may be in preparation for the eclipse which is coming up. And expect powerful change. So something is going to shift, but it could very well be because you've done the work, you've done the internal work, or your person has, or something is coming in which is going to shift you forward. And it's a very strong energy, but it's a new moon again, so there's a clean slate, some sort of new beginning or new start or fresh start coming in. And it just there may be a little bit of a shift, a change of gears. Obviously when it comes in, then it moves you forward, but there's a fresh start coming in for you, and this is powerful. We've got also, to back that up, a star of fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, assess new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So this is round about the, normally it's the Easter period, which will have come and gone, but the seeds may have been planted then, or it may unfold over a period, over the spring period for those in the northern hemisphere, and for others it may be the working up towards spring. So, but fertility, it's just a new energy coming in. This is the energy of fertility. There's abundance, there's flowers, there's something in the basket. It's about abundance. So it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So whether this is physical birthing to do with children, or whether it's a new idea, or the relationship is now growing legs because you've got a strong foundation, however it resonates for you, but you've got an opportunity for a fresh start and a new beginning here. If you enjoyed that, please take care. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.